Oh yeah. Hi Ink, what's up? Where the fuck my cast manager go? Oh, there we go. Hello, Debo. Yes, every single one. Hi, Hoobie the Dasher. Hi, Sky High. Hi, Miles. Hi, Cutie1M. What up? Hi, Kamui. What's up? Ing 10. How is everyone doing today? Hi, Mikau. Welcome. Hi, Michigan Bird. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Vorda. Got a Wooting. Hell yeah. Yo, Josh, thank you for the 60 months. Hi, Vod. Hi, SpongeBob Square. Squaresy, what up? Hello, Eb. Hi, Redmonks. Hi, John O'Hanlon. Hi, Banana Ass. Fantastic username. Hi, Spartan. Hi, Stickapummer. Hi, Nope Scope. Hi, Amitar. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. We're just gonna hop right into it. Do you guys like the... I did a thing with... I added a thing to my thing. There we go. Anyway, the last couple streams we've been doing this. We've been getting our way through, and we have about 70 levels left, starting with Wild Rose and ending at the very end with Inside. And I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun and enjoyable. Oh, I keep forgetting about the mic thing. I always forget about the fucking mic thing. How is this not fixed yet, by the way? It's been a persistent thing for, like, weeks at this point, where I just have to, like, go into my Razer thing, sorry for the jump scare, and just turn the volume down and turn it back up again, and it's perfectly fine. I don't know, man. Hi, Amatsu. Hi, Amitar. Hi, Haha. Tohito, what up? Hi, TNT Dev. Hi, Odin. Hi, Camille. Welcome. Hi, Silent. Hi, Pablo. Hi, Will. Hi, Brisky. Hi, Kostash. I have done Prismatic Haze, yes. Prismatic Haze, 6.5. There we go. But yeah, we're going to continue on with this today. We're just going to go through it slow and steady, wins the race, and we're going to have some fun, and we're going to talk about the levels, and we're going to do good. We have 70 left, so we have quite a few. But it's going to be good. To start off with, though, I do want to do the Arngeedle. We're not going to do the Wordle just yet. We're going to do it a little bit later, though. Let's, hopefully we get some good mojo to begin with. $991. Holy moly, that's a low number. I didn't use all the numbers. It's probably still going to be shit, though. 5 digits? Wow, still bottom 27. I can't, for the life of me, get a good one, by the way. I've had 0 good ones. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this garbage. 3,900, 5,000, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000. This is the only good one I've had. And this isn't even a good one. I've just had garbage. I'm the worst gambler of all time. Anyway, let's go and start working our way up. Hi, Apex, while Geometry Dash. There we go. Oh, I forgot we're gonna get that now. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Wild Rose is pretty cool, bro. Your chat a little different? What do you mean? What do thou mean? What dost thou mean? Sorry. I think this level is pretty good. I think the beginning is a little bit boring. I think this first ship is probably my favorite part of it. This level kind of suffers from AeonAir bad at muscle memory. Yeah, I thought this level was fine. I thought this level was pretty good, if I remember correctly. I just thought this part was pretty weird. And the beginning being really weird. But, like, I don't know. I have not Hazel, no. I remember getting owned by these waves, at least. I don't think Wild Rose is that crazy good, I can't lie. I think Wild Rose's great moments are really, really good, but it has some stinker parts, I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Arion, how's it going? Hi, Gooseman, hi, Marble. Yeah, I didn't like the drop. I'm one of few people who do not like the drop that much of Wild Rose, personally. Was never that big of a fan of it. Glow. Nice! Good job. Really good at this. Oh, hey, that's my video. Hi, Sinsby. What's up? Hi, Samir, Huamid? There we go. Sorry for absolutely destroying your name. Glowy is surprisingly good. Glowy, in my humble opinion, is one of the better, like, really old Extreme Demons. It being just straightforward skill-based gameplay kind of helps it, because it doesn't do anything too insane to, like, be quirky. Because a lot of old Extreme Demons tend to be a little quirky. This one just isn't. Very straightforward, a lot of stray fly, a lot of, like, very basic timings. But I think that works to its benefit, because it kind of, like, all of it is just kind of, like, progression-based, where it just, like, kind of gets more and more intense as the further you go. The quirkiest part is probably the wave parts being unconventionally structured. That's pretty much it, right? You just got 667000. That's a crazy one, Lansat. That's wild. Hi, Persimmon. Service stealing, my bad. Yeah, it's all your fault, really. Vivid's fault for stealing all the points. People King is never gonna make it back. Yeah, I really like this level. I thought this level was very fun. Keep in mind, I did also get very lucky with it. I only had like 3 attempts in the second half of the level. So I did get fairly lucky with this level. Well, not lucky. It's very skill-based. It's very straightforward. It's kind of a... What's it called? Nerve check, really. I think Glow is overall pretty good, man. Gonna give it an 8. Now we're getting into peak territory. This is 2-player? Nope. Hi, Copernicus. Hi, Chicken Noodle Baby. What's up? Hey, that's me. It's always me, bro. I'm everywhere at this point. This level is so good, bro. Oh my god, that's synced with the song. That's crazy. It went by... When the level went... That's dope. I love that. You've never heard of this level? You should be ashamed. This level is awesome. I love this level. This is probably like a good 9. Maybe even a 9.5. I'm not gonna lie. This level is really good. It plays fantastic. And as far as I know, it's also been updated to change the, like, slight inconsistencies of certain parts. Because there were parts that were, like, way harder than everything else. This is just a banger. Just a banger. I don't think I've ever heard anyone play this level and beat it and not be like, yeah, this level's great. I think it's cooler than Citra, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer Zronir over Citra. I'll do that. Yeah! Sorry. My vocal stim came out. Hi, Nemo. What's up? Yeah! Yeah, that's me. Now that all my titles are just like the level name, we're gonna find a lot more of my videos. This level's kind of funny. It just kind of like takes gameplay from other levels occasionally, just why the fuck not? And I think that's hilarious. Like how the ending is like just the ICDX strip. I think that's really hilarious. This level's kind of good though. This is one of those levels that you would never think it is actually good, but it kind of is good. You know what I mean? Bro, it's in rainbows. Isn't it made by the same guy? No. Yes? I don't even know what the fuck levels this guy has made. I know D Diamond and I know yeah. This level's good though. Not fantastic by any means. It's just good. I think this goes as like a very solidly just good level. You know what I mean? Has anyone else played this level, or am I the only person who's beaten this like ever? Hi, 4x4. Prefer Citra, but I also love Zronir. I think I would like Citra more if I just got more time with it. Because I... Hashtag fluked it. Oh, hell yeah, Costash. That's awesome. Hi, Rapper. Yes, it is actually. No, I'm doing it in order of when I beat them. Yeah, I think this is just a solid 7. Like, it's just a good level. It doesn't really have anything crazy, but it's just solid. What was next again? Zettabyte. Oh my god, Josh! Zettabyte. Oh, hey, look, there's my level. It's the final... Wait, Molpan beat this? Fuck you mean Molpan beat this? It feels really random. Oh, hey, Superclock. Are there no, like, just regular... what are they called? Just regular showcases of this level? Does that just not exist? It's all just completion. Usually use my video then. Fuck it. Yeah, Molpan beat this apparently. No, I should beat Tuapeka. Tuapeka is one of those levels I keep going back to, like, oh, I should beat this. And then I just never do. Why? I don't know, buddy. No clue. I like the level, though. I think it's great. I just don't play easy extremes that much. This level is good. I just don't think 2.2 did it any favors. You know what I mean? I think this is probably the Jenkins level that has aged the worst, I want to say. And it's mostly because of the fact that this part just doesn't fucking work on 2.2. I don't know if it's been fixed or anything. It's definitely 2.2 victim, though. But, like, this level is fun. I think I just got annoyed with it because I kept dying to the same thing over and over again, which that's usually what ends up making Easy Extreme Demons not that fun to me, is when one thing keeps fucking owning me. One silent club step, when my hands heal. Hi, HSS, what's up? Gracefully? I don't know. Never played it. No thoughts. Head empty. Man, it really is just that one thing that kind of takes it down, though. Like, Zettabyte is a great level where, like, 2 parts just kind of, like, drag it for me. So I kind of want to 7.5 it just for that alone. Because, like, it's good. It's just that one wave that just kind of fucking sucks. There are so many low everythings of my face on YouTube. Let's be real here for a second. What was next? Aeon, I think. Some of these levels just do not have things. I'm gonna be so real with you. I'll use Hypnose. I have Era. I'm doing pretty solid. I'm doing good. We're just chilling. What range numbers wise would you consider an easy extreme? What do you mean? On all rated extreme demon list? I don't fucking know, man. This level is okay. This level is like painfully nothing burger. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I'm a big Schmeagol's meat rider, this one's kind of weak. Python, thank you for the $2. Cerebral Hemorrhage is fine. I don't really have any deep thoughts on it. I never played it because it never interested me that much. I don't think the Aeon is boring, in all honesty. I just think it kind of just, like, it doesn't do anything special. And the parts that it does do that are, like, interesting, like the duel, it just doesn't take up enough real estate of the actual level to, like, do anything with it, right? To be fair, I also did beat this in, like, 40 minutes. That also does not help on the memorability aspect of it for me. But, like, it's just a duel that I find interesting. I like this part. I like the ship part. I think the ship part is neat. But it's also just, I don't know. I think a 5.5 is fair enough. Ooh, Heartbeat. That's like the one everyone knows that I fucking love. Get it? It was time 6. But, you know. Zoff, thank you for 10 out of 10 score, right? Absolutely, person. You're so right. Hi, Kurban. What's up? You beat PlayStation heart attack and I refuse to be heartbeat. I think heart attack is fine. And then heartbeat. I don't even think heartbeat is inherently bad gameplay-wise. That's the problem. Like, I think the beginning of it is really cool. I think the only thing I don't like about heartbeat is the ending. Well, I don't like the wave spam parts, but that's just kind of because it's boring. Not because it's, like, actually bad. You know what I mean? Like, I like the gameplay of this level up until, like... Kind of up until that green orb, because that green orb kind of blows. But, like, that's the one thing I don't like in the UFO. Yeah. I think the biggest issue with it is that once you get here, it just gets really fucking boring. It's just very tiring, very boring, and it's, like, not... Like, my fucking brain-rotted TikTok noggin needs more than just wave spam. I'm gonna be so real with you. And then it's so easy to just mess up these gaps. It's annoying. But like, I don't... Honestly, it's like, other than the wave spam being insanely fucking boring, and... me not liking this last robot, I don't really think it's that bad, bro. I'm gonna be real. The GTA 6 cover art, or am I too late? I have not heard of that. GTA 6 cover art. Looks like a GTA, that's for sure. I don't think it's that garbage, man. I'm not gonna lie. My zero enjoyment is definitely gonna be the handicap here. But, like, I don't think it's that terrible. I think most of it is fine. I would even go as far as to say as the pre-drop being kind of fun. And then you just get into boring. That is very easy to die to. Which one of them is Karma Al? What do you mean? It's the highest rated level so far. I have a couple 10s. Dude, my memory is so ass today. Hopping over puddles. Why is Heartbeat enjoyment 0? Because I didn't like it. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Hopping over puddles is good, man. This level is great. If I remember correctly, this is just kind of like the start of the drop is just kind of like unbalanced, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, this level's great. Nothing too traumatizing. That's one way to put it. I've also beaten Expedition. I've beaten both. I think just this cube part is like really, really hard up until like this point. Like that part is just like really, really unbalanced compared to the rest, but otherwise this is really good. I feel like an 8 is good for this one. I like it. Niwa. Niwa. Does anyone think about this level ever? Clearly, because what the fuck do you mean 102,000 views? That's crazy. How did this level pull this many fucking views, bro? I didn't even realize my video had fucking 40,000 views. What do you mean? Why is everyone watching Niwa, bro? Niwa is popular, but I didn't realize it was 100,000 plus views popular. That's crazy. What did I give EXO? I don't remember. What did I give EXO? 7.5. There we go. Yeah, Yaosobi moment. Niwa's gonna get carried by song, I can't lie. The song is probably gonna be really, really high up for me with Niwa. I mean, I found Niwa really easy, but I also found it, like... I think the problem with Niwa is that because of how, like, muscle memory carried is, you just kind of, like, shut your brain off. And there's no, like, actual, like, fun aspect of it for me. Like the level is just kind of like you learn it, you sleep on it, and then the next day the level plays itself. I don't know why. So for me, it's just kind of like one of those levels where it's just kind of like, if you get slightly unlucky, it just kind of like becomes how much of your time is it taken away. I think the ending is what kind of like sells it though, and not the good kind of sell and the bad kind of sell. I don't know. I think it was like it's like a 7 for me. It's like, it doesn't really have anything like I can really say is bad, but it doesn't have anything stellar either for me. It's kind of just like, it's just a good level, and they just kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's good. Why is it good? I don't know. The level plays itself. I couldn't tell you, bro. Zodiac. Hi, official Xi Jinping. What's up? Hi, Zaki. What's good? Nice, man. Good shit. Hi, Dorami. Zoff, are you there? Is this a real fucking video? That's crazy. That's really funny. Alright, Carpet Man. What's good, bro? I don't think Zodiac has any balancing flaws, personally. Whether or not you like the balancing is perfectly up to you, but, like, I don't really think there's flaws to it. I just think it's whether or not you like the balancing, because, like, there's no one part that's, like, really fucking hard. It's just that it's really hard in the middle, and then the front and back of it are not that hard. It's just a middle carried level, really. The only reason people think the balancing sucks is because middle carried levels are usually like a minute long, so you get to 30% every like 2 seconds. Because like, I personally think Zodiac is really fun. I think Zodiac is a very good gameplay. Like, I understand why people don't like it, because you kind of just like get to shock every attempt, and then shock to failure is just really fucking difficult. But like, it's a fucking skill issue, bro. I'm gonna be so real with you. I think it looks great. I think the only real, like, big problem with the balancing of it is the fact that this part is really hard, and then there's one specific click I personally found really, really hard. Which is this jump right here. Because you have to, like, you can't buffer it, because if you buffer it here as you land, you're just jumping into this. So you have to like slide on the floor for like 4 frames and then jump. I found this jump to be really, really hard. I died there quite a few times. It's like an almost buffer click, but not quite. And that kind of just like fucks you up a little bit. So I tended to die there quite a bit, but like, other than that, I think Zodiac is really, really good. Bonus information, I am also not one of those people who thinks TMN is really hard. I think TMN is really, really easy. Not really easy, but I never understood how TMN was so hard for a lot of people. I think I had like a 55% pass rate or something on TMN from 0. So I passed it more times than I didn't. I thought the TMN ball click is really easy. I think it's one of the easier clicks of the level. In my opinion, the only hard click of TMN specifically was this release. This is the only hard input in all of TMN. This is like all of my deaths pretty much. So I'm also a TMN defender. I think TMN is not as hard as people make it out to be. I think it's like an 8.5 though. I think it has like some highlights that are really, really good. I think the ending is awesome. I love, this is the only part I will ever gas up Enlex for. But Enlex's part in Zodiac is really fucking dope. Hi, friendly. What's up? Enlex's part in TMN is in Zodiac is really fucking dope. I like Enlex's part a lot. It's the only Enlex part that I actually think is great, but it's really good. Fantastic ending. I think 8.5 is fine. I think 8.5 is fine. Sweater weather. Oh my god, look, it's everyone's favorite easy extreme demon. Sweater weather is not an easy extreme demon. Yeah, because it's insane demon, you fucking nerd. I'm sorry, that was mean. Hi, Asha, what's up? Ha, that's funny. Hi, Rico, what's up? Honestly, sweater weather is kind of nothing burger to me. I really don't have anything like good or bad to say about it. Sweater weather was your third extreme? I thought you had been beating extremes for like a billion years. What do you mean? Not quite aspect. I mean, I also beat this before it was everyone's first extreme because I beat it when it was Insane Demon and I thought it was Insane Demon. I'm pretty sure I even named my video Insane Demon. Yeah. Look at me being an absolute fucking egomaniac. Sorry. I think this level's kind of not good. It's very mediocre, and then specifically this spider part I thought was ass cheeks. Those like 5 clicks of spider really sucked ass. It's like a 4.5 for me, I can't lie. Because like it's a very nothing burger level with one garbage part for me that I just did not enjoy. Astro Divinity. I beat this extreme demon after 500 hours. I beat it in 2. Actually, I think I beat it in like 3.5. I lied. Sorry. I'm a liar. I'm a liar, liar, pants on fire. I'm Santa Claus, though. That was pretty cool. Ego? Absolutely. Ego, Sahur. Yeah, that's me, bro. Has anyone thought of this in like 6 years? Yeah, because I beat it like 2 years ago. I love this level. I think this level's great. It is, however, one of those levels where it's kind of just like, because of how skill-based it is, you just kind of like, I'd honestly kind of just recommend this level if you're already really good at this level and it's like at most like a 10th hardest. Nathan doesn't play without music. He stopped doing that like years ago. Nepesto does play with music. Hi Renosis, what's up? I really like this. I really like this level. I think there's like parts of it that are kind of silly, but like I would be kind of lying if I didn't say that this is like a solid 7 for me. I'm not gonna lie, because like there's nothing about it that I think is bad. I think there's like a couple of transitions that kind of suck. Namely, this one. I died to that like 3 times, which is stupid. But other than that, I think this level's good. Just good. I'll kind of full stop it at good. Maybe because it has a couple bad transitions, I should lower it to like a 6.5, but like... I'm doing fine. I'm doing solid. Nebezda used to play with that music. He beat Kinos with that music. But he plays with music these days, and he has for a few years. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at 6.5. I might come back to it, though. I might go back to Astro Divinity, because like in my heart, I want to say a 7. I'll give it a 7. My heart says 7, and that makes more sense. Let's rock up to Mesmery. Shoutouts to the level made by my sub chat. Mesmery. What's Mesmery? It was made by my subscribers. Yo, Zimbabwe King. Thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate that a lot, brother. Thank you so much. Hi, Classroom. I'm doing pretty solid. I need the music as well. I'm definitely a music user. I don't really remember much of the gameplay in this. I can't lie. I think a lot of the gameplay in this is pretty solid. I really like this part. Not because of the fact that it's, like, amazing or anything. I just like the fact that you can do it in, like, 400 different ways. Like, that cube maze can be done in, like, literally, like, 5 different ways. It's really cool. I fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy. Honestly, I feel like this is gonna sound really like ego because it is made by my sub chat, but like this level was pretty decent. It's pretty good. I think this part is a little boring, but it's like all. And this level has a really cool final click. I like the last click, despite the fact that it's like evil. Boop. Yeah, honestly, I think this level is just good, man. I'll do 7.5. I like it. False. I don't like this level. This is how you know that I'm not biased, because Pentu is a tier 3 subscriber of mine, a long-term subscriber, and I just did not fuck with this level that well. Was not a big enjoyer. Hi, Finn. What's up, man? This level is just kind of boring, man, and it just feels weird to play. A lot of the gameplay just feels very unnatural. There's a lot of times where you just kind of like to do like a micro adjustment click in the shift parts, where it's like, instead of just like holding, releasing, and hitting an orb, you have to like hold, release, do a tiny tap before the orb, and then do the orb. And there's like a lot of that stuff, and I find that I'm really not a fan of that kind of stuff. I find it to be very uncomfortable to play, and that just overall makes it not as enjoyable. And there's stuff like this where it's just kind of like, just not, I don't know, not a big fan of this level. I didn't enjoy it, but that might be my enjoyment speaking and not me looking at the actual gameplay itself. I think this UFO is solid, but that's like the only part that I like. What did I rank Alcatraz? I don't think I've gotten to Alcatraz yet. Yeah, I think it's a 5 for me. It's like a perfectly nothing burger level with nothing spectacular. Oh my goodness, 53? We might be seeing another 10 out of 10 here, I can't lie. God, this level's so fucking good. Is Alcatraz so unplayable? Not really. Alcatraz is okay. I'm a big defender of this level. I know, I think recently people haven't been that big on it, which is very unfortunate in my opinion, because I think this level is absolutely fucking fantastic. I saw that Zeronium didn't like it that much, but I don't know if that was because he got owned or whatever, but because I didn't have the time to watch the streams. I think he was like getting really pissed like around one of these like fuck ass inputs. I think it is yeah, it's these two green orbs. I think he found like really weird, and I was like double click them, and they got really easy. But yeah, this level's great. It kind of does sing, doesn't it? It's fun. Hi, Letter. What's up? This level's really good, though. Yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about 53. I think 53 is just straight up just an absolute fucking banger. I really, really like it. I think it's super fun. Alcatraz. Exceptionally nothing level. Is it the same version I beat? I have actually no fucking idea. It does look like it. Does this one have the Among Us one? What even is there to say about this level, bro? I genuinely don't know. Like, it's not terrible. I enjoyed it quite a lot, but, like, I can't say that I remember much of the gameplay whatsoever. Yes, I did have my doctor's appointment. Like a week ago. Using coins as deco. Is it really deco if it's just, like, thrown in there? Doing absolutely fuck all? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think it's terrible, in all honesty. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's just one of those levels where it's just like, yeah, it's fine. I think it's too easy to be bad. I'm gonna be so real with you. Well, funny points kind of go under the vibe, in all honesty. Which is like gameplay-wise, it's kind of just, eh. Nine, choose ID's peak. You're crazy if you don't like this one. How did I do that? This level was so good. I think the biggest, like, hurdle for this level gameplay-wise is that it's so easy. The beginning is just so easy. Yes, Agony. I wanted to do Art of the Blade if I were to take a break from Silent Clubstep. Which didn't happen. I am not submit now. I think the beginning of this level kind of like hurts it, but like overall this level's great. I think I'll give it an 8. Knights of Thunder. Speaking of Knights of Thunder, dude, I don't know if any of you guys watched Matt's video that came out yesterday on this level, but Matt's footage of, keep in mind this video, Matt's video or Diamond Splash's video of Knights of Thunder came out yesterday. The footage is so old that both 67 and 92 were not memes yet, and both of them appeared in the video. And no one reacted to it because 67 and 92 were just not memes yet. That's how old it is. Is when is 92 a meme? Axer, since always in the GD community. Hi Mage Tan, what's up? This level's fine. I think this level's just okay. It's just not for me. I think that's like the biggest thing about this level. It's just it's not for me, right? Like, I don't know. I have a really hard time feeling non-biased towards this level because it ends up just not being a for me. But then again, I don't really think like objectively, right? Like I give, so like Factory Realm X a 9. Chroma 2 I give a 4, which I know a lot of people really enjoy. I know a lot of people like Shinigami as well and give that a 6. I think it's really hard for me to like disregard the fact that I just don't like Knights of Thunder. But like the gameplay itself isn't bad. It's just like not a me thing. So that kind of translates to a 6 to me. Does that make sense? Hi, Flying Rafts. What's up? Back when the world was cleaner, kinda. Hat Red. Didn't even know you beat Knights of Thunder. I made it like 2 years ago. It was a while ago. I'm one of like 3 people ever who have beat this in full detail. You just want to measure that real fast? This level was fun though. But I think this is one of those levels that to me doesn't really exceed anything more than just fun. It doesn't have anything like spectacular. If anything, it has like a couple like not that good things because the beginning is really, really hard. But that's a balancing thing more than the beginning being bad. I don't think the beginning is bad. I just think it's really fucking hard. I think the only thing I like actively don't like about this level is that one fucking really cringe ass speed portal right before like a 5 spike jump before the drop. But that's like it pretty much. Yeah, I think Hater is like a solid 8. I think it's just a great level overall. Back in the day, if you beat Hatred, you were a certified pro. I mean, I am a certified pro, so. Zafkiel. Tried's former hardest. I have not. White A? No. Yeah, the speed change jump kind of blows ass, but that's like the only thing I don't like about Hatred, really. What do I think about Zafkiel? Zafkiel is just another good level. I think we're in like the area now where I just kind of like every level that I play. There are very few levels now that I just don't like, I'm pretty sure. Because we're in the right before Deimos mode. Unfortunately, Lancet, yeah. I did think the only issue that I had with Zafkiel was the fact that I found the wave transitions to be kind of awkward. Like, getting into the waves is much harder than the actual waves themselves, you know what I mean? Like, shit like, this one, right? Whereas, like, you have to, like, do this for some reason. I don't know why, you just kind of do. But that's, like, the only thing I don't really like that much. Hi, Allison. What's up? Pretty hard. It's fun, though. I like it. I think Zafkiel is, like, just another 8 for me, personally. Ooh, Clarity! Yeah, look, we're just in, like, a streak of really, really good stuff. Except Rivers and Nazareth for some reason. Clarity! Oh, my goodness. That's the level everyone loves. Hi, Sparky. What's up? Hi, Noella. Raise your hand if you've beaten Clarity. Hi, Near. Zafkiel is? That's crazy. Well, I can see it. I can see it. I can see Zafkiel being frustrating. Zafkiel is very much if you beat it quickly, it's really fun, and if you don't, then it's evil. Lowers hand. That's because you're noob, Odin. You gotta tap into Clarity, bro. It's all great. I remember finding the duel really tricky, though. I really struggled with learning it for some reason. It just doesn't look like it, but this level just plays really fucking well, bro. This level plays incredibly well. I think that spider is the one thing I don't like too much. Not a big fan of that spitter. Yeah, that's fair, Nair. That is fair. Hi, Ophi. Yeah, this level's fantastic. Clarity is just really good. Hypno is just generally a fantastic creator. She's incredible. 9. I'll clock it a solid 9. I don't think it's... Well, I'll give it a 9.5. I think it's, like, near perfect. I think the spider is the one thing I'm not a big fan of, personally. Plasma Pulse 3. My personal pick for the best Plasma Pulse. Is that a hot take? Potentially. This level is unironically so fucking good, though. Holy shit, what a level, bro. I cannot believe this level is like 500,000 years old. Uh, 211. I think it's fairly safe to say that Plasmos 3 low-key gameplay-wise at least, might be the best 2.0 Extreme. Is that a crazy thing to say? This level is just really fucking good, bro. Like, I think Plasma Bulls 3 is like my sleeper pick for top 3 best 2.0 Extremes. For me, it's like Artificial, Yatagarasu, and then this. Maybe I'll change my mind on Thinking Space if I beat Thinking Space, because I know that everyone that I respect the opinion of in terms of gameplay thinks Thinking Space is absolutely fantastic. But what about Delta Interface? I think Delta Interface is good. I just don't think it's as good as these. Like, I will probably go as far as to say Plasma Theater is like a good 9.5 for me as well. Oh, Aiden. Retention. I think Plasma 3 mogs retention, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Retention is good. Great, even. Like, it's just a great level. However, I also don't think it's, like, anything, like, super out of the ordinary in terms of, like, quality. I think Plasma 3 just has the sauce. This level's good. I'm a fan of this level. I like this level quite a lot, even. Trying to think and remember, like, balancing quirks and stuff. I never found 47 that hard. I know a lot of people found this part, or a lot of people find this part to be really hard. Specifically, this jump, that jump right there. I never found it that bad. I didn't struggle with it much. The spider is absolutely fantastic. I love the spider. The spider's peak. I kind of want to just say that this level is just great, and that kind of like, it kind of just stops there. It feels weird to say that there aren't any like standout super incredible parts though in a level that's like super quirky, because I feel like parts or levels that are like standout super quirky usually have those like standout incredible parts. But I think this one's just like overall just really good. That's pretty much it. I haven't done auto extraction. I've done expulsion though. Yo, let's go Noella. I'll give it an 8.5, honestly. Because I do prefer it over something like H and Zafkiel. Starscape's good. The Hell Factory, everyone's favorite level. The Hell Factory. I forgot. Trust I beat this 9 years ago, bro. That's crazy. Are there any showcases for this? I guess not. All these legendary ass players beating it, bro. Hi, Shenik Shadow. What's up? Yes, by completion, Fililo. I'm doing it in the order that I completed the levels myself. Hi, Retro. We're going pretty good. Chilling. We're good and solid. Just trying to get through the last bunch of levels. The Brandon Larkin video on this. Dude, Brandon Larkin's videos are so good. Shout out to Brandon Larkin. I'm gonna be so real with you. I think the only like bad part of this level is the first UFO. If the first UFO wasn't there, I think this level would be very positively looked upon. Because the rest of the level is just straight up kind of really good. Like, it's just fun. It has some weird difficulty spikes, but like, at least memory as well is really fun. Hell yeah, cool. That's what you're supposed to do. I really like the ship part. I think the ship part is really good. I think the first UFO is rough, and then I think this UFO is pretty difficult. But then after that, I think it's solid. Yeah, I think the Hell Factory might just be a 7.5. What's another 7.5? Masonry. Zettabyte. Rose Dynamics. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with 7.5. We're on a good streak here. And it's going to continue on with a good streak, by the way. It's not until we get, like, here where it kind of, like, slops. Shout out to Rigel. Ditto Hex Dragon. Does anyone remember how this level looks before I do this? Does anyone remember anything about this level? Yes, it is Sparky. I love this level. I think that was really cool. Super cool dragon based. I think this level is dope, man. I think the UFO pattern at like 20% of this level is one of the best UFO parts ever made. And I'm so dead ass. Also, that dragon is sick as fuck. This UFO part right here. Hold on. Let me go. Listen to the click pattern here. Peak. Absolute fucking peak. I love it. Holy fuck, that's so loud. So sorry. Better than a Rust 60 UFO? Absolutely. Not even close. This level's just like weirdly fast. I think that's like the main issue. And the 40 cube. This cube right here is like the hardest fucking thing ever. This cube looks so easy. But like, look at this fuck ass jump, dude. Look at how close you are to the spike. You have to jump here. And look how super fucking close you are to dying to this one. You're like kissing it basically. But there are some hard ass fucking clicks in this part. This cube is really, really difficult. This ship part is so cool. God, this level is so dope, dude. I forget how awesome this level is. I'm so glad I beat this. I wish more people played it. This level is so cool. And this ship is like peak. Look at how cool. Look how fucking cool this effect is, dude. It's literally just block spam, but delicious. Yeah, I have my demon list here. Anyway, Ditto Hex Dragon is like a 9. I'm not gonna lie. That was so good. Cobwebs. Cobwebs. Oh, hey, that's me. Look at that. I really like Cobwebs. I'm one of a few people who like genuinely really fucks with Cobwebs, like gameplay wise. I think it's really good. I think it has like its problems, obviously, because it is the hardest thing ever. Namely this wave I found really difficult, and that one. And then I also think this specific like sequence of clicks is really hard. But once you get there, like this part to 100 is really fucking good, bro. Like, yeah, this wave is impossible, but it's like, it's fine. I'm a big fan of this level. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pretty solid defender of Cobwebs. I think Cobwebs is overall great, but he does have a few things that kind of like drag it down a little bit. I'll give it a 7.5. I really like it. I think it's very, very good. I think the last 30 is the most fun part, personally, Coco. I like the last 30% of Cobwebs a lot. The song is also really good, yeah. What's next? Death? Yeah, I remember beating Death and Cobwebs back to back. Dude, doing Death and Cobwebs back to back, or Cobwebs then Death, is honestly one of my greatest power moves of all time, bro. I'm gonna be so dead ass. Beating Cobwebs and then immediately playing Death. That was a fucking move, dude. That was a fucking move. This level was really fucking good, though. I'm really sad Zeronium didn't like it. And he didn't like it because he was basically forced to play it, which is unfortunate. Because this level, if you like this level and you want to play it, I think this is like genuinely absolutely fucking impeccable. I think the worst part of it, low-key, might just be this part, just because it's kind of just, like, numb. It's a very numbing part, because it's very early on still, but it's just kind of, like, ghost. Like, this is, like, the only part of the level that I don't think is, like, as good. Is that partially because of the fact that I kept forgetting? Absolutely. This looks like 2.0 Carmel. I mean, it is inspired by Lit Fuse, so that would make sense. I think Death is like a good 9, though. I do think this part does drag it down a little bit, but that's like the only thing I don't like. Like, once you get around here, the level becomes really, really, really fucking cool. Once you get here. Like, this part up until the end, all peak. All peak. I think it's awesome. How long is this? Like, 9.5 minutes long, I think? 9:45, something like that? Yeah, close enough. What did Clarity get? 9.5. Rivers of Nazareth. I still stand by what I said about Rivers of Nazareth. I think, unfortunately, this kind of does suffer from the fact that audio-visual has never played an Extreme Demon prior to making this. And I think it's noticeable. Specifically, I think it really is just this wave being really fucking weird. I'm not a big fan of this wave. And this robot is like unacceptably annoying to play. I'm not gonna lie. I really do not like this robot. It plays really fucking weird. Not a big fan of it. I don't really like Rivers of Nazareth that much. I can't really give it more than a 4.5, honestly. Hi, Lumapulse. It's going pretty good, man. How are you doing? I think it's visually really fucking good. I think Rivers of Nazareth looks absolutely fantastic. I just think the gameplay is just, like, very obviously made by someone who's never played an Extreme Demon. Which is unfortunate, in my onion. Hi, Must Gasty. What's up? Yo, Kyle, thank you for the $5. It's going pretty good, man. Good morning. Nice. PBS. PBF. Plasma Pulse Finale. Hi, Dasher. I gotta open my door. So. I think the gameplay in this level is good. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's me. As boring as it sounds, I think this is one of those levels where it's just kind of like individual clicks is the only thing that really kind of drags it for me. It's Staff Roll A from Mario Kart Wii. That's all it calls. I'm listening to a Mario Kart World jazz music playlist. Also, hi Hypno, how's it going? I'm gonna be so dead ass. I don't think this duel is as bad as people make it out to be. Same with that one pink orb. I think this pink orb isn't as bad as people make it out. I think it's hard, but it's not like impossible. I think the worst part of Plasma Pulse Finale is the 60 cube, the slow one. It is just Mario Kart World, yeah. Specifically, I think it's this part that you get to here. This is the one thing I don't like. I think this part is a little yucky, because it just feels very uncomfortable to play. That's like the only thing I really have to say about it. Plasma Pulse Finale is good though. Molten Core! Shoutouts to me beating this level and the creator going on a fucking like a turbo, what's it called? like a fucking bitch tantrum, like super baby tantrum over the fact that I said trans rights are human rights in my completion, and they were pissed about it. That was really funny. Nah, they were throwing a fit. They were just straight up throwing a tantrum. I did that on purpose, by the way, because I know the person is really transphobic. I wanted to assert dominance. What happened? I just beat the level and said trans rights are human rights as my reaction, and they got mad about it. Sucks to suck, buddy. This level's fine, though. I like it. I beat it specifically because of the fact that, I got really I really suck at, I really suck at this specific movement, like the M and W shape wave movements. I really, really suck at them. So I beat this level explicitly to practice that. And it worked. And I think this level is overall pretty fun. Regardless of the fact that the creator of the level's not a particularly great person, but hey. I had fun with the level still. I think the level is pretty solid. I got really destroyed by it, though. I really got owned by this level. There's like, as a reference, by the way. I still have it in my top 50. I have it above Deimos by end level. You want to know where it is in relation? This is very outdated, by the way. Deimos by end level is my 42nd hardest by all-rated Extreme Demon List. Molten Core is my 73rd. And I think Molten Core is harder. That should tell you everything you need to know about how much I got fucking destroyed by this level. I found this level so fucking hard, bro. Oh, you're kind of right, Squiddle, actually. I mean, who knows Rustcorn, let's be real. There's unfortunately, a pretty big chunk of this community that is still not quite allies, but like, it's such a massive community. It's kind of unavoidable, isn't it? Like, that stuff is more polarizing now than ever. That's why I'm so open personally about the fact that I support it. Because it's like, if you're gonna be an asshole, at least be an asshole outside of my stream, thank you. This is an inclusive place. Anyway, I think this is like a good 7. Molten Core is good. I like Molten Core. I thought it was fun to play. Lucid Nightmares. You really should, Philly Low. I mean, they're gonna be annoying just for the sake of being annoying, Squiddle. Their opinions should be completely disregarded because they're idiots. Anyway, I think this level is surprisingly good. I think there are a few things, though, that kind of like drag it down. This is one of those levels I wish I liked a little bit more. Still no Reniment. It's going to happen eventually. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I'm just really vibing to the song. I think this level is good. What are the parts that I don't like that much? I think, I found this wave to be tricky, but that's mostly because I just struggled with the fast wave movements. Not because of the fact that it was like actually hard. I just suck at wave. Fast wave specifically. And then once you get here, this part is really fucking fun. I'm gonna be so real. I think this part is really, really, really fun. I think the quote-unquote worst thing, though, is once you get here, I find it pretty awkward. And this part just in general is pretty weird. Like, there are some weird-ass fucking transitions here, man. I'll do 6-5 for it. Through the Decay. Through the Decay. Is that one level? Solo Extreme Demon made in 2 hours. That's kind of baller, I'm not gonna lie. We're kind of an ABP as well soon. I think this level's fun. Is that a hot take? What did I give Atomic Count? I think I gave it like 9.5, didn't I? Yeah, 9.5. I've beaten so many levels after Atomic Cannon, dude. Holy fuck. I think this is gonna... I think this is one of those levels that's just gonna go in the I thought it was fun and good category, and I have nothing else to say about it, because I think I beat this in like 50 minutes. If not slightly less than that. So, like, I don't really have anything to say about it. I just thought it was a good level. I think it's well balanced, as much as it can be balanced when I died to like 4 things. Just enjoyable, really. Yeah, I think a 7 is fine enough. Expedition. Expedition. I think this level's okay. This is one of those levels that I think just every single part has that one thing that I didn't like. But like all the parts themselves are perfectly fine or good. But all of them has like a thing that I thought was kind of ugh. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys ever play a level where like every part is good on its own? But then you play from 0 and every single part has one thing that'll kill you. That's kind of this level to me. What are the rating criteria? I like whether or not I like it. Yeah. I think every part is good, and there's like every part has like a click or two that I'm not a big fan of. There's a whole column for song and a whole column for vibe and deco. This is just gameplay. Hi, Goose with glasses. Hi, Ren. Biggest jump you've had in GD? The one that I'm currently doing, which is Deimos to Silent Clubstep. Fexty. Fexty. What is there to say about Fexty, bro? I'm gonna be so real with you. This is another one that I just beat in an hour and just kind of like don't have any thoughts on it. Because like realistically, this level is just kind of like really fucking easy, except for the wave, and the wave is like the hardest thing ever. You know? I should also do this. Hybrid and level. So that whenever we rank them, it's going to be in order. Anyway. This level's good. Is it though? Not really. Like, this is one of those levels that's like kind of exclusively memorable because of how fucked that one wave is. The one that's coming up. Like, if it wasn't for this wave, who do fucking care about this level, bro? I'm glad to hear, Goose. Thank you. I've got to be so real. I know Ospectro is like a popular creator. People like Ospectro stuff because it's very unique. But like, this level is so painfully nothing. With one really memorable part. Yeah, do 4.5, I think. Deimos. Hey, dude, look, there's me. Uprise screens. Uprise. You got it, Ruscorn. You'll get it eventually. I think the structuring is good, but that's more of a decoration thing, I think. Kind of like how it flows, like how it looks. Well, I guess the structuring does kind of add into the gameplay itself. But the gameplay in Fexy is just mostly just like clicks and holds. Just click and holds, right? Oh, you're thinking of Icotact. Sorry. Oh, you're thinking about the other Ospectro one. Yeah, that's Icotact. God, this level's so fucking good. This level is just so exceptionally good, bro. I mean, I obviously do have gripes here and there with this level. Obviously, I put in, like, fucking months worth of my life to this level. Yeah, Elysium Mons is a level that exists in the trilogy. Honestly, this is, again, similar to Death. This is one of those levels where I genuinely think that this level is, like, near perfect. It just kind of gets owned by the 40s being not particularly great. Like, if it wasn't for smokes and U-host parts, this level would probably just be perfect, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of, like, gameplay. But 41 and 47, or, like, this whole wave, really. It's, like, the only things I don't really like that much. I think Tacos is kind of a letdown. I think Tacos is probably one of the worst parts in this level. Tacos is kind of just, like, not that good. Definitely Tacos' worst part in, like, any collab he's in. It's really weird how Tacos' part is as bad as it is in this level, because, like, the rest of the level cooks so fucking hard. And Level's part as well is just kind of mid. Besides the duel being very, very fun. But, like, the slope gameplay with the orbs before the duel is really cool. Feel wrong giving it anything other than 9, though, really. Demo's end level, though. Demo's end level. I want to give this a spot higher than Phobos. I want to give this, like, a half point higher than Phobos. And the only reason I do want to say that is everything else is just, like, exactly the same. But there's a big but here. Big fat but. I can't really drag it down for this transition because it's the same transition as in Phobos. It's just that the gameplay itself is tighter, so it feels harder. But that's just a buffing the level issue. Specifically, the reason why I want to give this a higher score than Phobos is that they fixed this. This UFO, they just completely changed and made it so much better. Because if we go, Phobos GD. Yeah, sure, whatever. If we go, here, right? Anyone who's played Phobos knows that this part right here is really fucking awkward. Specifically that jump right there. The jump in between here is like the worst fucking thing ever. They changed it. Therefore, it's better. Because that one thing that really fucking blows ass in Phobos, not an issue in this one. And there's also no line. That might be a negative, though. So I'll give it a whole point higher than Phobos. Because I gave Phobos 5.5. I will give Deimos a 6.5. Because the things that it changes from Phobos to make the gameplay smoother and more consistent is really fucking good. I think it's like a genuinely great upgrade to regular Phobos. If you're good enough, if you liked Phobos already, I would highly recommend playing End Levels Deimos because it's just Phobos but better. Yes, it's way harder, like way harder. But it's a pretty significant update to its quality, in all honesty. Hell yeah, LMPM. Hey, Turtle Boy, what's up? I'm having a good day, yeah, thank you. Anyway. Apollo 11. Now that's a banger. Apollo 11 is really good, bro. I fluked this one. Yeah, this is a NASCO level. I think my biggest gripe with this level is the fact that I think the beginning is just too hard. I think the ball in the beginning is just way too hard for what it wants to be. Like, everything else in this level, like, I just think the beginning of this level is just too difficult. Because, like, the rest of the level is just so perfectly balanced. But like the pre-drop, or is it even called the pre-drop? Like up until like this point is like stupidly fucking hard, and then the ship again is like really easy. And then after you get past this ship, you get into another ball part, which is just like super mega impossible again, if I remember correctly. This ball part isn't that hard actually. I lied. I think once you get here, that's when you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting far. Lol. Except for like a couple clicks, I think. There's a handful of clicks in this that are like a little rough. But I think the first two parts are like really difficult. Which, in my personal opinion, made it drag a little bit. But like the rest of the levels is so fucking great. Yeah, the duels in this are really good. There's a whole memory level. I mean, yeah. What's the problem with that? We like memory in this household. I flew from the duel though, so I'll give it an 8. I would give it a 9, but I think the beginning being as hard as it is kind of drags it for me personally. Made it not as fun to play. I think if I spent like another 2 days on this, it would be a little bit lower. Like my enjoyment would have been way lower. Because I was kind of like feeling the drag of the first like 20% of the level. A Bizarre Phantasm. Yippee! Why does this come up with ABP? What the fuck? Anyway. Best level in the game. It's really good. This level is very, very good. I don't think the duel is as bad as people make it out to be. A lot of people think the duel at like 70% sucks ass. But I think that was pretty fucking good, man. Also, Luma, thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that. No, the duel is a lot more memory intense in Apollo 11 than the rest. I think the like quote unquote worst part about this level is the fact that the middle bit is just so fucking easy. Like this is one of those levels where genuinely, if you're not beating this as a hardest, and even if you're beating this as a hardest, I dead ass think you're just gonna end up getting to 50% on this level every single attempt. Literally every single attempt. You're gonna get here pretty much every attempt you play on this level. And that's pretty much it. No, I did not bug, Luma. You have your badge at least. Hi, Quasri. You should. This level is great. This level is very, very good. It is just one of those levels, though, where there's 2 parts that are really fucking hard, and that's pretty much it, though. Nice stuff, though. Good stuff. Hi, Marcel. I didn't even know there was an ABP remake, I'm not gonna lie. It's really great, though. I'll give it another 8. I think it's an 8 is worthy for it. Because like it has its problems, right? It definitely shows its age. But it's a really fucking great level. It's very high up in the best levels of 2.0. I never found Woogie hard in ABP, but that might just be me being way skilled for the level. Because I beat it, like, it's a fairly recent completion, right? It's my 278th extreme. Obviously, I have the skill for it. My heart is fucking demos. 1 2 1 3 2 2 3 1 3 2 1 2 3 2 1 close mim. So 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 2 1 3 2 3. I think I forget. I should remember. I'm a fraud ABP enjoyer. I don't even remember the keys currently, like perfectly. There's a 1 2 2 1 in there though. What the fuck do I have to say about this level? What's my age? I'm 26. What the fuck do I have to say about this level? This level is really dope. But it's also very choke pointy. Everyone's favorite pink orb right there. I think, if I remember correctly, to me it was just kind of like, once you get like, it's this part that I just really struggled with. I thought this part was like very frustrating. Like 12 to 20, I think. I am in fact 26 years old. Yes, I'm born in 2000. Hi Tal, what's up? I think it's a 7. Because, like, most of it is great, but it does have a couple things that kind of drag it down quite a lot. We kind of rough it up a little bit. But overall, it's a good level. I think 7 works for me. Acropolix. That's the goat right there. Holy moly. That's not what Acropolix. Fucking noob. Guess we'll run my video. Hi, man, on this video. Sorry. Was the highest in gameplay? I have a couple 10s. 3, I think. We'll check after we finish. What the fuck do you say about Acropolix, bro? Because, like, Acropolix kind of... Does it do anything? I don't really know, bro. Like, Acropolix is kind of... One of those levels you kind of just beat for the intrigue of it, right? Like, you don't play this level because it's good. Who plays Acropolix because it's a good fucking level? Let's be real. The Stray Flight 7 has to be a point taken away. Yeah. For sure. I think the biggest sin of this level, though, is more that it's just kind of boring. I think this wave is fun, but this is the only fun part in the whole level, basically. Everything else is just kind of like, eh. Hi, Dreadfire. What's up? You sound like AeonAir there. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's wild. Yeah, I think it's... I'm hard-pressed to give it anything more than like a 3. I'm going to be so real with you. It's like, I know the thumbnail says 2 on YouTube, but we'll give it a 3. I'll be generous. Marathon. Kamui. Nice, Centaur. Good stuff, man. Oh, hey, that's my stream. Awesome. This level's good. Yeah, well, Acropolix's gameplay is not particularly great. I don't think it's, like... I don't think it's a war crime either, though. I think the worst thing that Acropolix does is that it's boring. This is the original. Every end lost cousin? No, every end is this level's lost cousin. Are there any zeros so far? Not really. I don't think... do I even believe in the act of a 0? I think the worst is like a 1. Yeah, that's Scoop and Hell and Red World Rebirth. Those are the worst ones. I feel like the only way to get a 0 in gameplay is just no gameplay. There is no gameplay. It doesn't exist. What would you consider war crime gameplay then? Great question. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll try and make some. Buff this. I don't really agree. Buff this is just boring again. I don't really feel like buff this is a 0 gameplay. I'm kind of torn on what I want to give this level. Because, like... I think, personally... which mile is this? I think it's mile... Mile like 8 to 13 is like really fucking good. The beginning is like slightly boring because I kind of just kept dying to mile 6 for some reason because I'm a fucking moron. But I think miles 8 through like 12 or 13 is really, really good. I'm a really big fan of this one specifically. I love this one. Yeah, I like mile 14 is a little bit whatever. Mile 17 is one of the evil ones. Yeah, mile 17 is evil. But I liked it still. Yeah, marathon is like a solid 8, I think. Actually, I'll give it an 8.5 because I really, really like 8, 9, 10, and 11. Those miles are really fucking good. I do Misty, yeah. Nah, memory's great. You gotta tap into the memory. Sea Glass Foundry. We're getting into Trading Arc area. We're getting into the Trading Arc area where I'll have a lot more things to say about the levels I'm playing, that's for sure. Sea Glass Foundry. There we go. Whole lot of hard levels coming up. This level's really fucking good, though. Hi, Exo. What's up? Hey, Galaxy Fighter. I think a frustrating level is more interesting than a boring level. Because at least a frustrating level, you'll have something to say about. It brings out passion. Meanwhile, a boring level is just going to be like, hey, you're doing good? I love to hear it. Thank you, Manu. Appreciate that. Yeah, this level is just very good. This level is just really, really good. This might be another 8. I can't lie. Honestly, might even be a 9. I remember really enjoying this level. Very messy. I don't agree. Bye, Luma. Thank you for dropping by. I've not been cold sweat now. I want to eventually, though, because I've mentioned before that I really want to do the 2020 top 10, and I'm missing 4 levels for that. But I feel like cold sweat would be really, really hard for me to do. Yeah, Sea Glass Foundry is like a good 9. I really like Sea Glass Foundry. Citra! Yippee! Hey, look, there's me. I think the build-up in Citra is the worst part. A lot of people want to do the 2020 top 10 because a lot of the people who've been around for a very long time, that's like the top 10 that they're the most attached to. The 2020 top 10 that I'm thinking about is the Tartarus, the Golden, Zodiac, Kinos, Calculator Core, Renovant, Thinking Space, Crimson Planet, Cold Sweat, and... Fuck, I'm forgetting one. Which one am I forgetting? It's one of the ones I've beaten, because I said the Golden, Renovant, Thinking Space, Cold Sweat. Cognition! There we go. Thank you. Forgot Cognition exists. My bad. Kara's I don't think was ever top 10, was it? Was Kara's ever top 10? Is Kara's out of the list? That's crazy. Precision history. Yeah, Kara's was never top 10. Kara's got added to number 12. That's fair, honestly, Platinum. Hi, New Dark. What's up? I wouldn't say so, Finn. No. Citra, I like Citra, but at the same time, there's nothing that really, like, stood out to me, like, as that crazy. I think the pre-drop is kind of whatever, and once you get to the drop, 45 to 100 is really good. I think 45 to 100 is, like, great. This part right here is a little silly. But I don't really care about the pre-drop that much. I think the thing that really saves the pre-drop is that the pre-drop is really fucking easy. Yeah, I don't feel good giving it more than 7.5 when I just don't like the pre-drop that much. Because that's 45% of the level. 45 to 100, really good. Really, really, really good. And then the pre-drop is kind of like, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Terminux! Yippee! Hey, look, that's me. I've been saying that a lot today. That's a really cool time to come back to it, Neon. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this level. Terminux is one of those levels where it's kind of the exact same to me as Expedition, where it's just a good level where every part has like one thing I don't like. Although I think the gameplay overall is more solid. There's like one thing in each part that just kind of like fucks it up a little bit. Why would I do that, Misty? That's an asshole thing to do. What do you mean slightly easier demon list? What is that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Hello? I think Terminux is a 7. I just think it's a good level where it's just like slightly dragged down by each part having like one thing that I don't really like that much. Jesse Pinkman. We did PPF earlier. This Aeon guy's beating like every single level you've researched. Isn't that a weird coincidence? Yeah, I don't get it. Hey, look. There he is again. What the fuck? That's crazy. Which is the demon list, but Bloodlust is top. So it's the demon list, but they cap it at Bloodlust. So if anything harder than Bloodlust is rated, then it just doesn't go on that list. That's kind of funny. Can we do the same thing with Tartarus? Can we make a demon list that's just like the demon list, but everything harder than Tartarus doesn't exist? I would fuck with that really heavy. Slightly easier demon list. Oh my god, Jesse Pinkman is 3rd? Wait a minute. What have I beaten here? I've beaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck. 9, 10, 11, 12. Fragmented should be way higher, by the way. Fragmented should, like, low-key be, like, here. Anyway. 13, I think. This is a good-ass list, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This goes crazy. What do you mean, is this list? It's the demon list, but nothing harder than Bloodlust exists. Guess I wouldn't do the exact same thing, but make it with Tartarus instead. I would really like that. I would like the demon list where it's just Tartarus is number 1. Forever. Tartarus is, like, permanently number 1. I think I would fuck with that really heavy. Anyway, Jesse Pinkman. Jesse Pinkman is really good, bro. This is my favorite Ren level. I'm just going to get that out right now. I think this is easily my favorite Ren level. I think Jesse Pinkman is absolutely fantastic. It is so fun. It's just hard enough to where the classic Ren timings just aren't that bothersome. And it just flows really nicely. I think this level is exceptional. I remember getting really consistent with this as well. I kept getting to the 50s like all the time. Like I was getting far like very, very frequently. If I'm not 100% mistaken, actually. Where's like my... Yeah, look, my attempt, like pretty much the attempt before I beat the level, I have 39. Then I die once, and then I beat the level. So like, I pretty much got 40% of the attempt before I beat it, right? Like this level is really consistent. Super good. Jesse's like a good 9 to me. Then we have Starlight Summit. Whoever is able to say what number Starlight Summit is on my top 10 hardest or top 50 hardest is, first, you get a thumbs up. And you get a shout out for being cool. 37? How good do you think I am at this game, bro? I actually don't know myself. Hold up. Meta! And Galaxy Fighter. You guys were the first ones. It's number 6. What the fuck? It's my 6th hardest. Above Neutral, below Terminal Ramsey. Yippee! Anyway, this level is so fucking good. This level is fantastic. I really, really like this level. As a certified robot enjoyer, this level's great. Yeah, how did you fumble, Vivid? That's crazy. Shawarma? Shawarma's great. Good food. Speaking of food, holy fuck. Sorry, detour. Big bag of salted peanuts. $2 tacos. Fuck yeah. Fried chicken with a glowing coconut vodka Red Bull. That sounds insane. Fried chicken with blue cheese dip and a glowing coconut Red Bull vodka. Polish sausage and chips. Fuck. Fried chicken with blue cheese dip sounds insane. But we gotta go Polish sausage and chips, bro. Oh, it's the same as yesterday, actually. Popcorn, chicken, and curly fries or swirl ice cream. That looked like a big-ass fucking bucket. I'm gonna be so real with you. That looked like a huge-ass bucket. Oh! People don't like... Those fries looked well-seasoned as well. Anyway. Salt and pepper chicken with chips or steak and sausage with rice and beans. What do you guys think? This looks kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. How did that win? That looked so good. It was $3. $3! Chicken burger with chips or a sausage and bacon cap. That was kind of fire. I can't see the burger. I'll go with this one. That's a tiny... That's such a small slice of pizza, bro. How is that how is this cheeseburger $8, by the way? Genuinely, how is this burger £7.80? This is also an absolute fucking scam, by the way. What do you mean $15 for this tiny ass slice of pizza that's probably not even larger than a Dorito chip and a Coors Light? A Coors fucking Light. Anyone who's ever had beer knows Coors Light actually fucking blows ass. 38%. That's actually crazy. A sausage roll or salt and chili chips. Ooh. That looks really fucking good. I'd eat that. Sausage and chips and curry sauce. That looks like a good ass drink. $17 though? I don't know if it's $17 good. I'm not gonna lie. It's at a football stadium though. It's at a football stadium. God, that looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I just wouldn't pay $17 for it. I think that's the thing. Teriyaki pork skewer. That sounds insane. That sounds absolutely fucking insane. They are robberies for your wallet. To be fair, though, most of the time they're at football stadiums, so that's why the prices are that crazy. That looks really good, bro. These are also great. These are really, really good. They're a German snack, I think. But that looks fucking ridiculous, bro. That looks insane. Vegan pie and chips, double cheeseburger and chips. Neither of these look very appetizing, but I think it's the quality of the picture. This genuinely, like the sheen on the chips here, genuinely looks AI generated. I'm gonna be real. Like this looks like it's out of an AI generated image right here. Or am I crazy? I think I'll do that. Yeah. We did 7. We did 7 out of 10. That was solid enough. Anyway, back to Starlight Summit. Oh, that's so unfortunate, Nacho. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Dark Mushroom. Good old school Photoshop, probably. The sheen was just really ugly. Starlight Summit is great. I think it's a good 9. Delta Interface. Delta Interface. Delta Interface is kind of similar to Citra, where I think the drop is really good. It's just that the pre-drop is kind of boring. You know what I mean? I think Omega Interface is probably my favorite one of the 3. I think it just kind of suffers from the fact that it's slow. And when you beat this... to be fair, though, okay, I can't really say much. I genuinely think I beat this in like an hour and a half. So, like, I didn't even get bored. I never even got bored of it. It's just one of those, I beat it too quickly to really have much thought about it. I would rate this Luna out of 10. That's fair. That's valid. You got it, Nacho. I can't really say anything bad about it, though. I really don't feel like I can say anything bad about this. It's just kind of like the slowness of it. Just kind of like if you don't beat it quickly, you're gonna get bored, right? But like then you get to the drop and it's like peak. Like the drop in his level is so fun. Why the fuck you do that, bro? Who does this? What kind of psycho does this, bro? I mean, I know it's a botted showcase, but damn. Like drop it a 7. I think it's just a good level all around. It's like an 8, but the beginning kind of slows it down a little bit for me. Anyway, the Rupture. We're getting into the really fucking hard levels that a lot of people probably forget that I beat. Honestly, that's kind of fair. Arg, I'm not gonna lie. Trust is hardest. I have 12k. O&M. Yeah, Bird Person, go for it. Do I have anything bad to say about this level? This is got a reverse of Delta Interface, honestly, where like 60 to 100 on it is kind of boring. And the first 60 is really fucking good. But then the second half of the level is a lot more. Like, this is around when you get, like, here. Yeah, this is around where the time where it just kind of, like, becomes Hongshu me. Was just thinking about this level. Why? Give it an 8, though. I like it. I think it's good. I'll give it 7.5. I'll give it an 8. Search of Madness! That's the level I just beat. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Why'd you play this? Hey, look, that's me. Loki, this level doesn't deserve the shit. This level is like painfully. How the fuck does this work? This level works with fucking straws, bro. Like, do like the most slight wrong thing and everything in this level just fucking crumbles. The fact that this level actually functions is a miracle. Like, these duels, specifically, this first duel right here. This part does not work, bro. I don't think you understand how many times I just straight up didn't reach this orb. Like, this level is so... It's a miracle this level is functional. But, like, when the level plays... When the level works, this level is really good. It's just that it doesn't work a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie. I think the ending of this is really fun, though. I think this ship part right here to 100 is very, very fun. It's very tight, as you can see. Like, the gameplay here is, like, absolutely fucking ridiculous, difficulty-wise. It was good. It was fun. And this last ship, as well, is pretty darn difficult. There's a lot of swag grabs in this that the showcase takes. I think it would be a lie to say it's anything better than like a 6, though. Because it does genuinely barely function. Forbidden Theory. The cube at 60 is really good. Yeah, I agree. Because that's like the whole thing Knarf does. Fast-paced gameplay to Stereo Madness is pretty impressive, yeah. Oh, this song is so good. I love Daisy Circuit. This level is pretty good. Unfortunately, I do think a lot of it is kind of, like, forgettable. I think the UFOs are fantastic. Like, this part right here is genuinely awesome. Go away, Windows Defender. No one cares about you. I want to squiddle, yeah. After I'm done with this, I'm probably going to start looking for a song on new grounds. This UFO is great. I think the end of this level is really good on the UFOs. I think this is like a solid 7 again. Like, it's just a good level. I don't really have anything more to say about it. It's just good. And that's kind of like the full stop. You know? Sand Sailor. Now this is peak. I want to build something, yeah. We'll see how long I do, though. Because since I can't play the game at the moment, it would be nice to just have something else to do. Best Mario Kart game? I think 8 Deluxe is the best one. Personally. I understand that people don't like the pre-jump of this level. I'm gonna be so real. I get it. It's just a bunch of triple spikes. But this level is so fucking awesome. Join Tempura then? No thanks. Like, yeah, I get that the pre-drop is kind of boring, but, like, once you get to this part, oh, it's so fucking cool, bro. This level's so sick. This duel as well. It's really, really good. I think it's like a good 8. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Sand Sailor. I don't mind the beginning being boring, in all honesty. I do not mind it whatsoever. Omega interface. I don't want to, Nacho. That's not the kind of content I want to make. Oh, hey, look, it's Platinum. Oh my god, it's Vortrox. What the fuck? 5 years ago, Vortrox existed? That's crazy. Anyway. This level is really fun. I think the only bad thing about this level really is the fact that the transitions are a little bit rough around the edges. But, like, otherwise the level is so good. It's so dope. I really enjoy this one. I really enjoyed playing this one. I just kind of like ended up getting really unlucky with it. It's a very unfortunate case of I got extremely unlucky and it kind of pissed me off. So my enjoyment is very low. But I think the gameplay in this is genuinely really good. I think the only problem really is the handful of transitions that are really rough around the edges. Which is specifically like at 30 and like 8. Other than that though, banger. Banger. We're proud to have beaten this one. I think it's like a good 8.5. I like this. I like this one a lot. Shortscapes at Pickle King. Your favorite level? That's like the most German thing ever, actually, Luna. Good job. Good job on proving that you're German. No, I think playing this level from 0 is fun. I just think you got owned by the jump. The pre-drop is not bad if you can beat it quickly. I don't really have anything like I have neither anything negative or positive to say about this level, honestly. Well, I have positive things to say about it. I just don't have any like excessive praise, you know? It's just a good level. I think the only, like, well, not bad part. I think the worst part is that this part just doesn't have very, like, these specific timings specifically don't have any good visual cues, unlike everything else in this level. This level is incredibly good with visual cues. And this level has, like, a billion visual cues for, like, every input, except for, like, a couple, which is kind of crazy. Because, like, it doesn't look like it would have a lot of visual cues, but it just does. Like, very impressive. Shortscapes is a solid 8 for me. I think Shortscapes are very fun. It's a good, solid, overall great level. Super Mario Hey Club. Oops. Oh, hey, look, that's me. Does there not exist any other anything? I don't even think getting to the drop 150 times in Shortscapes is that unlucky. I'm not gonna be so real with you. That doesn't sound very unlucky to me. Like, I know multiple people who had like 200-300, if not 400. I don't remember how many I had. I think I had like 70. This level's kind of nothing burger, and then there's like a couple things that are like absolutely fucking impossible. Like, what do you mean this wave part is, you know, easy or extreme demon? Like, that's so fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. This level's very nothing burger, and then it has like a few unbelievable choke points. Like, the choke points in this level are actually so foul. I love mayonnaise. This level has to be trash. So real. I did also die to this last ship, by the way, so shoutouts to me for being the greatest player of all time. It's like a 4. The gameplay on that is just bad. Terminal Rampancy. Do I even need to look at a video? Terminal. Good job. Very, very well done, Aeon. Hey, look, that's me. This level is so good. This is like genuinely one of the best levels to ever release. I probably would have rated it as a 9.5 if I never changed my click pattern for this UFO. This one. Because I did have a different click pattern for it, because I just couldn't get it to work initially. And then I changed my click pattern like a couple days before I beat the level, and I suddenly became like 100% consistent with it. Draw-me fluking this is like genuinely insane, because the end of the level is harder, in my opinion. I think the second half is harder. I mean, if you did the pre-drop in Shardscapes multiple times in a row, multiple times, then 150 of them would have taken like 4 days. I don't understand why you're complaining about it. Why do you specifically choose some showcases over the others? I just like Zoth and newly rated extremes more. Preference. I also just think it's silly that Knarf tried to say that he was getting caught progress on a level legitimately, and then he got caught for hacking. I think that's cringe as fuck. Yeah, so look at. I really do not feel like I have to say anything else. Storm and Rabbit is like my second favorite extreme of all time. If I just don't go by, if I go by just what I think, Storm and Rabbit is like my second favorite level ever. This level is so fucking good. That's fair, man, but that's not the level's fault, is it? Call me, maybe. Oh, hey, look, that's me. Tournament Rapid sounds so fire. What are you talking about? That's a worst opinion I've ever seen in my life. I think this level is overall pretty solid. I think just the pre-drop is a little boring, and this UFO is like the hardest thing ever. I don't know why this UFO is so hard. This UFO is just exceptionally fucking difficult. But like, I think the drop in this level is genuinely really fun. I thought this part was really hard to figure out, but once you figure it out, it's consistent and easy. And this swing copter is probably my favorite swing copter in like any rated level. I think the swing copter is genuinely so good. The ship's a little brutal, but like... I think it's another 8.5 for me. Nah, probably just an 8. Vast Waters. This one's gonna be a little rough to, I like how everyone uses the same fucking... the same way for the thumbnail. Everyone does it. Where's Sarix? Sarix is, pretty far up here. You get a 6.5. But that's mostly because I think the level is a lot more fun than the gameplay goes for. My enjoyment is an 8.5. Sarix is one of those levels where I just like... It's a Phobos to me, where I think the gameplay isn't good. I just think it's fun. You know? Sarix to me is very similar to Phobos. I think it's a lot more fun than the gameplay is meant to be. Like, the gameplay overdoes itself. Fuck, what do I think about this level, dude? This level is so good, but it's also like... I think the ideas carry this level so hard, bro. It really is Quasary. But at the same time, so much of the gameplay in this is just kind of nothing burger. Like, this level has so many just, like, nothing parts, and this robot is just way too hard. But it's so good. I'm combining Deco and Vibes, though. But Vibes do add more than just Deco to me, so maybe. I just think the beginning of this level is a little boring, because once you get to this ship part, like, the rest of the level is... Well, actually, no, the UFO. The UFO is kind of a flop, I'm not gonna lie. This ball is awesome, though. I love this ball part. This ball part is really good. But like once you get to the UFO here after the ball, it's kind of flop city here for a little bit. Like this part is just way too fucking easy. Like this part does nothing. And it kind of goes on for a while. Once you get out of this UFO and you get to the wave, you're in, like, Peak City. You go from Flop City to Peak City within, like, a second. Like, look at this wave, dude. It's so dope. Yeah. It's a 10 out of 10 enjoyment, but I can't really give it more than like a 7.5 because I do think there's like genuinely multiple parts that are just kind of like, hey. It does, Neon. That's why I'm not listening to the song as I watch the replay of it, because it makes me think of just the gameplay and only the gameplay. I've seen Tsunami? Nope. I should build the level. I plan to. I'm going to try and start building something after I finish this part of the stream. It's going to take a while, though. Oh, we don't have many levels left. We only have, like, 10 more levels. Coral Cave! I love Coral Cave. Ah, the beginning is so fun. This level's great. This level is genuinely exceptional. I wish I had more fun with it. This is one of those levels where I will probably have a lot higher of a score on the gameplay than I did on my enjoyment. Because I think this level is genuinely so fucking cool. This plays really well. I just got really skill issued by it. Because it's one of those levels where the gameplay just does not fit my skill set whatsoever, so I just ended up getting destroyed. Especially towards the end, I just could not do this part to save my fucking life, bro. This part is so hard to me. This was the level that gave me carpal tunnel. Low-key, though? You might be right. I have seen it Cosmolon, yeah. Haunted Ship looks really fucking cool. I think it's a little bit too fast for me, though. This part right here, this part is one of my favorite parts in like any level ever. This part is so good. This part is awesome. I love this part. Like this is just blunt. Not chef's kiss, just blunt. Yeah, this level's good. 9. Uprise. Uprise might be like the #1 discrepancy between enjoyment and quality of gameplay, because holy fuck, Uprise is so nothing. It's so ass. This level is not good. I just thought it was fun. I don't know Cam Parker. Not yet, at least. Please fix time pressure last 10%. It's not broken. You're just bad. Skill issue. The old Nexus intro. Oh my god, that's the GOAT. I wish Nexus didn't get so washed, dude. It actually pains me how washed Nexus's channel has become. Like, it's so impressive how much of a fucking nosedive he took. It's so sad, dude. Like, people are like, oh, but he's just a showcase channel, Aeon. Yeah, he used to be legit. He used to pride himself on being a legitimate showcase channel. And now he just kind of like slop farms. And it's so depressing. Well, it wasn't best player, it was favorite player. But tomato, tomato. He went from favorite player to not beating an Easy Demon legitimately. This was not good, bro. I got 3 at most, let's be real. Kinos! I'm the #1 Kinos defender, bro. I'm such a fucking defender of Kinos. I really like Kinos. I think Kinos genuinely has fantastic gameplay. It's just that the first 2 waves are so hard. People just find it really frustrating to play. Like, Kinos' gameplay, genuinely, really good. It's just the Sakup and Hell parts that aren't good. And the Sakup and Hell parts is just, like, 15% of the level, right? Like, yeah, this part is really hard. It plays really well, though. I think this wave just genuinely is really fun. And then you have the hardest thing ever. This part kind of stinks, I'm not gonna lie. But like when you play Kinos, and if you just take Kinos for what it is, and you know that 17 to 30 is going to be the hardest thing you're ever played in your entire life, and you just don't take it that seriously, you're going to have fun with it. Like, the gameplay is genuinely not bad. It's satisfying. It plays nice. The only part of Kinos where I just actually think the gameplay itself is not particularly good would be specifically this wave. But I know that's a me thing, because a lot of people I know think that that wave is like really good. Just, I didn't like it personally. But like, this stuff right here, this part feels so good to play, bro. It's like actually really fun. I will always stand by the fact that I think people dislike Kinos because 17 to 30 is like half the difficulty of the level. If you just know that that part is going to be way harder than everything else, and you don't let it bother you, that you're just going to be stuck in 13 or 17 to 30 hell, Kinos is really fucking fun, bro. I will never understand why people dog on Kinos so badly. I think it's just because of the fact that it's unbalanced. If Kinos was balanced, people would fucking love this level. I swear. It was also buggy. I get what he means, but I don't agree. Me and Person Human have very different stances on what is and isn't buggy. Because I don't agree with the buggy. Like, yeah, there are certain things that are, like, odd. There are some, like, transitions in this area that are, like, buggy, in quotation marks. But, like, the only thing that's, like, buggy-ish is that this transition is unpredictable. But it's all, like, it's, like, an exclusive when you hit this green orb kind of thing. But, like, I don't personally agree. What do you think about the invisible saw blades? I didn't die to them, so they didn't bother me. The end of Kinos is also, like, exceptionally aura. I think people overblow the invisible saw blades. I think, I get the invisible saw blades in the UFO thing, where they just don't move. That's kind of goofy. But, like, that part's consistent, so it's fine. I'm gonna defend Kinos until the day I fucking die, bro. Rigel. Oh, hey, look, that's me. No, that's based, Dark Mushroom. That's very based. Didn't I used to hate it? Yeah, because I believed what people told me. And that was just me being stupid. I was a hater because I just took what people said at face value. Because people were complaining about things that I just, after I played it, I just didn't find them frustrating whatsoever. This level is good. It's just fucking impossible. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the worst thing about Rigel really is the fact that it's way too hard. I don't think it's bad. I genuinely just think the biggest issue with this level is that it's just everything is the wave. Like, everything not wave in this level is fucking super easy. But like, I can't really say that I hate Rigel. I just got very annoyed with it because it skill issued me really fucking hard. BB Gun, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? No, Nelva's not been my favorite level in very, very, very long. But yeah, I think, like, genuinely, I think a lot of the reason why I disliked Kinos back in the day was just, I took what people said at face value, because people were like, oh, this is a problem, that's the thing, and I just kind of, like, I was just like, yeah, sure, you played it, you beat it, I agree with that. I'll respect your opinion of it, because I trusted that their opinion was solid. And then I played level for myself, and I just did not find those same issues, and I thought it was very, very fun. Like I said, though, a lot of the thing with Kinos, and the reason why a lot of people struggle with Kinos and find it very draining, is the fact that they just kind of, like, I think people just underestimate how much 17 to 30 actually carries. Like, yeah, people know that the first 2 waves are the hard part, but people just kind of expect it to not be as hard as it actually is. Like, people genuinely think, like, oh, yeah, it's probably going to be, like, disproportionately harder, but it's not going to be that hard. But, like, people who play Kinos and beat Kinos, people get, like, 17 to 100 on Kinos, like, 5 times. And you get to 17%, like, every other attempt. And people are like, why would you do that, bro? But, like, no, the first 2 waves are just actually that hard, where it's, like, worth that effort. People just severely underestimate how fucking hard those first 2 waves are. Spectrum Rave. I don't remember this level. At all. I remember absolutely nothing about this. This is one of my most recent completions as well. How do I not remember this, bro? Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely not a for me type level. I remember getting frustrated with this. I don't think it's necessarily like really terrible though. I just think it's just didn't suit me personally. I remember finding this part really frustrating. But like, I do think this just boils down to a not for me type of level. I do know a good few people who think this level's fun. So I think I'll just boil this one down to it's just not for me. Sky Shredder. Oh, we can see the bottom. Chat, we can see the bottom. Holy moly. Sky Shredder. Just forgettable. I don't even think it's that forgettable. It looks really fucking cool. Like, Spectrum Rave looks fantastic. Yeah, I did that one instead of Luxtra. Oh, this level's great. This level's really, really, really good. I think the pre-drop is a little bit too hard. But other than that, the wave movements in this level are so satisfying, dude. This ship part is awkward. I don't like this ship part that much, mostly because it just feels weird to play. And I thought that transition was a little odd. But like the wave parts in this are like actually exceptional. They're some of my favorite wave parts I think I've ever played. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, Sky Shredder's named after BTD6. The Monkey Ace upgrade. Top path. I love that wave. Yeah, this is just a good level. I think I'll just give that an 8. It's just a great level to me. Raisins. The most unique level of all time. Where is it? Where's the Air's title? Most unique extreme by only one creator. God, I fucking love that title. So good. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Quicks. This level is just really unbalanced, if anything. I don't really think I have. I don't recall this being like bad or anything though. Oh. No one told me that was there. My bad. Hi Lunara. Or are you dead? Yeah, I don't recall this being like particularly fantastic or anything. It's just okay. You know what the okay score is? Not 65. 6. There's been a lot of sleepers in my last few, honestly. Kind of flopping. YKDS. My told him was a Christmas level. YKDS 1479 YMD PPR. I remember. You better give me a 10. Sorry, buddy. Cosmos circles. That's funny. Boom. This level's good. I like this ball part. This ball part is fun. I like this ship. It's just that it's kind of like choke point. Like this level is just choke points, right? Like this is a good level with choke points. That's pretty much all it is. This wave is the hardest thing ever, though. This wave is so much harder than it looks. This wave looks so easy, and then you play it, and it's like the hardest fucking thing ever. And then it's like that. Whee! I think it's like a solid... I think it's a good level. I don't think it's anything more than that, though. We're ending on 3 bangers and a flop, though. Calculator core. Hi, Flassy. What's up? Calculator core. Now that's a goat right there. Hey, look, it's me. Goodbye, YKDS. See you in a minute, Neon. This level is really fucking good. I know which one you're talking about, Orange Dragon. I don't think I'll play it, though. Do I have anything bad to say about this level? Not really. This is just a good level. God. I think the worst part is that you kind of just, like, fall asleep getting to, the first drop, which is here. You kind of just like, oh. And then you get here, and it's, like, really fucking hard. 17 to 35 on this is really fucking hard. In my opinion. I think 17 to 35 is, like, really, really difficult, and that's, like, the biggest problem that it has, is that you have, for those of you who do not know, my least favorite kind of balancing is when you get to, like, the hard part is not insignificantly into the level, so it's, like, 15+% into the level, but it's also not at a point where you can be like, yeah, that's a good run, right? And that's kind of how I felt with this level, where it's, like, my least favorite aspect of this level is the fact that the hardest part is kind of, like, you're not getting anywhere, but it also takes you a good while to get there. Similar to, like, Dolodamos, where, like, my least favorite part is, like, 20%, right? It's like, you can't say that 25% is a good run, but you also can't say that it also takes you, like, 20 seconds to get there. And that's how I felt about this level, whereas, like, the worst part of the level, or not the worst part, but the hardest part of the level is, like, 15% in. So every single attempt takes, like, half a minute. And then you're just kind of, like, stuck. Kinos is the exception. Well, yeah. Kinos is not the exception, but it's one of the exceptions. But I just think that's a case of, I think the actual, like, wave gameplay in it is fun. Plus, unlike Kinos, this beginning is, like, actually difficult. Like, this is hard gameplay, right? So you can't just, like, turn off your brain. Meanwhile, with Kinos, you can completely turn off your brain to get to 70%, so you can just talk to chat the entire way, which I think is a lot more fun. And in Dolodamos as well, you can't, like, fully turn off your brain. I think if you could turn off your brain, then it's fine. But in levels like this or Dolodamos, you can't. What's another level like that? I think PPF is another example of that, where a lot of people think the first, like, choke points are in, like, 20 to 30. But with PPF, you can also, like, turn your brain off in the very beginning. Same goes for... Same low-key kind of goes for 53. 53 is another case where you kind of just, like... Before the drop is just really fucking easy, and the drop is at, like, 20% or whatever. But you can completely shut your brain off and get to that part like every attempt, so it's not like a big deal. Calcor is really fucking great though. God, this level is really good. I think this part is a little bit ugly. Not bad by any means. It's just like one part that's like a little bit weird. Specifically, this bit right here. This little sequence right here. Where you go here. You have to like wait and do that. Hit both of those. I find that to be a little weird. It's not bad. It just kind of plays weird. And I always felt like my cheeks were clenching a bit when I got there because I wasn't 100% certain if I was going to live. This level's good though. This is like a good 9 for me. Loose ends! Yippee! Oh, hey, look, that's me. Can I teach you Norwegian? No. I can barely teach myself. This is a great level. I do understand why people don't like the beginning that much. It really was dark, yeah. God, this level is so fucking cool. That's gore of my comfort character. What do you mean? This is not gore. Genuinely speaking though, 50 to 100 on this is like actually some of the best gameplay I've ever played. It is kind of boring. But like, I feel like it would be wrong to not give this a 9.5. I'll take away 0.5 for the beginning being slow, but like, everything else, like, the drop gameplay of this is like a 12 out of 10. It is peak. I verified it, so therefore it is peak. What is the lowest rated AeonAir verification? 9.5? What did I give a Colt? I gave a Colt Outcry an 8. What did I give Quar? I give that 8. What are my other verifications? Do I have any other ones? I forget. Oops. Whoopsie. Zyroid Kabi. I don't think this one is very high up. I'm not gonna lie. Nutra, I guess? Yeah, Nutra, but Nutra I gave a 10, so. Worst trip? True. I forgot about worst trip. Worst trip I gave a 9. So yeah, I think my worst verification is like an 8. To the stars 2, technically. I don't really count that as a verification, though, because that's my level. Like, I'm the creator of To the Stars 2. I'm not the verifier. Like, yeah, technically I verified it, but I also, I don't know. I think creator is like a tier above verifier, personally. Hi, Cryptix. What's up? I find this level to be, like, okay with some quirk. Right? Like, this wave right here is, like, really fucking weird. Like, you have to, like, click as soon as you hit the invisible portal a lot of the time. Like, this part right here. If we go... I need a level with... Or I need a video with clicks. Thank you, Zeronium, for being my goat. But if you go... Like, listen to the clicks in the wave here, right? Like, you have to click as you hit invisible portals. And that's just kind of fucking weird, bro. I'm gonna be so real with you. That shit's just not epic. And there's a lot of that. And then also, once you get to the ship part here, there are some really weird transitions, in my opinion. Like this one. I find this one pretty whack. And then these as well, where you kind of just have to, like, start going, like, right after you go. It's just, I don't know. I find it weird, personally. I'm not a big fan of it. And then the rest of the level is, like, fine. This is, like, a 5-5 for me, probably. And then we have Inside. Final one! Woohoo! Yeah! Sorry. I got excited. I think I gave To the Stars 2 like a 5, yeah. Not a big fan of my own level. It's old. It's ancient. This level's really fucking good, bro. It only took 3 streams. That's so fucked up, man. Ranking every single extreme I've beaten by gameplay is genuinely taken 10 hours. 10 fucking hours. That's 2 minutes per level. That's crazy. You missed the Erebus rating. You're gonna hate me for this one, Platinum, but I think normal Erebus is better. Sorry. But it's also hard for me to judge because I called it an insane demon, so. This level is absolutely fantastic, bro. What bad is there to say? Hypno's just kind of the goat. 9.5. Hypno is just kind of the goat. Because Clarity as well. Where's Clarity again? Yeah, the double 9.5 from Hypno. Kind of just her, not gonna lie. So if we go here, let's check real quick. What's oh. There's very few levels that I think are like properly bad though. I do like how there are a couple, like Polish Alphabet I gave 2.5, but I also have it like a 7 enjoyment. It does seem like bad enjoyment does kind of correlate with the gameplay though, but Sweater Weather I gave it 9.5 and I still gave it a 4.5. Fexty I gave it an 8.5 and To the Stars I gave it an 8.5, but I still rated them pretty lowly. And then you have sort of like Fragmented, which I gave it 2, but I also gave it a 7. So if you go like this, my 10s are Sunset Sandstorm and Nutra, the Mainframe, 53, and Terminal Rampancy. So there are 5 10 out of 10s for gameplay. And only one of them doesn't have 10 out of 10 enjoyment. Crazy. There's 22 9.5s and up though. That's kind of crazy. Coral Cave is the lowest enjoyment out of the 9s, though. Coral Cave given a 6 enjoyment, but is a 9 gameplay for me. What I'm going to try building. Once I'm going to end the stream on YouTube here in a little bit. I'm going to go grab myself something more to drink because my water's gone. And then we're going to go on Twitch only for now. And then we're going to start looking for a song. And then we're going to start building a little bit tomorrow. I think the song and the vibes part of the rating thing is going to take a lot faster, probably. Hopefully. God, hopefully. Vibe and deck, I think, is going to be pretty quick, because that's just me looking at the level and being like, yeah, that's good vibes. Good deco. And then the song might take a little while, because some of them are going to take a long time. Like, just Death, it could take like 10 minutes. Right? Because I'm going to listen through the entire song. But yeah, we're done with this portion of it. Let's go! Now, everyone, you've not completed. Yay! But yeah, cool. There's some good variety of colors here. Very epic. We had like a good streak at one point here, though. Did I? I mean, if you add the like the 7s, then we have like a really strong streak like around here. And here as well, to be fair. But yeah, cool. YouTube chat, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. We're going to move on to picking a song for the level that I want to start building. Because as you guys know, I cannot play the game currently very actively. So if I can't play Extreme Demons, why not build a level? I haven't built a level properly since 1.9. That's how long? 11 years? So I'm just going to pick a song and I'm going to build and I'm going to see if I can make something cool. And I'm going to just have fun with it. I have a notebook here where I'm going to write down ideas and I'm going to write down things I want to do with it and like do things, and we're going to have fun with that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pick the song on YouTube though. I like to like have my streams pretty like poignant and decided. So on YouTube, if you guys want to join twitch.tv/AeonAir. Twitch.tv/AeonAir. That's where we're going to continue on. And I'm going to be back in a couple minutes because I just need to get something to drink. So thank you for hanging out. I truly appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. And I'll see you all in a minute once we continue on the Twitch stream. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.